everyone, I am Qi Yuxuan from University of Malaya, and today I will talk about my view on the trade war between America and China. So let's see. Since China's accession to the WTO, trade frictions between China and America have continued. One of the most important reasons is China's trade surplus with America. While the U.S. trade deficit with East Asia accounts for a decreasing proportion of its total global trade deficit, due to the intra-product division of labor and intra-industry trade caused by the transfer of industrial structure in East Asia. Some of Japan, South Korea, and ASEAN countries' trade surplus to the U.S. may be transferred to China, causing the trade surplus between China and America to grow year by year, leading the U.S. to counterattack and gradually evolve into a Sino-U.S. trade war. The industrial upgrading of America and the transfer of industries to China have led to more and more labor-intensive industries being transferred to mainland China, while the final products have been sold back to the U.S. market. Therefore, China's exports to America and the corresponding Sino-U.S. trade surplus will grow at a faster rate. The growing Sino-U.S. merchandise trade surplus is a structural trade surplus based on intra-product divisions transferred from Japan, South Korea, ASEAN, and other countries and regions. It is the result of the respective economies' comparative advantages and competitive advantages in the global production environment. The U.S. 25% tariff on China's 1,300 kinds of goods is actually a manifestation of trade protectionism. It attempts to use a high tax rate to reject some products with no comparative advantage in the United States and then protect the interest of domestic producers and reduce the trade deficit with China. However, this kind of protection tendency of the United States is getting stronger and stronger, and there is a tendency to push trade protectionism to trade bullying, which is in line with the long-running economic hegemony since the Second World War. In the process of foreign trade development, although the United States has adopted the policy of protectionism and liberal reincarnation, it actually has an inherent tendency of trade protectionism. So how to deal with trade relations between China and America? We should actively seek cooperation in dealing with trade relations between China and America. In the short term, trade friction between China and America is inevitable. At this stage, the U.S. manufacturing industry has low capacity utilization rates in the fields of gum leather, electromechanical equipment, and primary metals, and the import substitutes for these products are mainly from China. By imposing trade sanctions on China, it is possible to accurately activate the U.S. manufacturing industry and effectively convert excess capacity into new industries. However, in the long run, the trend of intimate trade cooperation between China and the United States is becoming more and more obvious. With the rebalancing of global value chains, China's transition from a low to a high level inevitably creates some friction with the United States. However, in this transformation, China's overseas investment matches the U.S. vision of increasing employment. The rise of China's consumption matches the demand of the U.S. to narrow the trade deficit. The advantage of China's industrial upgrading to match U.S. high technology will create new cooperation ties for the Chinese and American economies.